Imagine this. You're walking home late at night. The street lights are dim, the road is quiet, and suddenly you hear footsteps behind you. You turn, and two strangers approach. In that moment, everything you've ever seen in movies, everything you've ever read about self-defense flies out of your mind. Why? Because in a real street fight, fear takes over, panic takes over, and if you don't know exactly what to do, you're finished. Now, here's the bitter truth most people don't want to admit. 99% of martial arts you see in flashy gyms or viral clips online are useless in the chaos of a street fight. You're not in a padded dojo, you're not wearing gloves, and no referee is going to stop things when you get hurt. Out there, in the real world, people don't play fair. They attack with broken bottles, cheap shots, kicks to the groin, knives hidden in pockets, and sometimes even multiple attackers. That's why survival depends not on what looks cool, but on what actually works. And let me warn you right now, this video is not about pretty moves. It's not about spinning kicks, acrobatics, or Instagram tricks that impress beginners but fail in reality. This is about martial arts so raw, so brutal, and so direct that most traditional teachers won't even talk about them. Why? Because they don't fit the clean, commercial image of martial arts. They're dirty, they're violent, and they're effective. But here's where most people get brainwashed. Yes, brainwashed by Hollywood and pop culture. You've been told that karate chops, flying kicks, or boxing combos will save you in a fight. That's a lie. A street fight isn't a match. There are no rules, no weight classes, no points. It's survival of the fittest. And unless you know the martial arts designed for raw destruction, you're nothing but a victim waiting to happen. Think about it. If a fight breaks out right now, what would you do? Would you freeze? Would you throw a weak punch and hope it lands? Or would you rely on techniques designed for actual life and death situations? That's the difference between walking away alive or ending up on the ground, bleeding, humiliated, or worse. And let me make this crystal clear. This video is not for everyone. If you're looking for pretty kata demonstrations, safe sparring drills, or movie-style fights, stop watching now. This isn't for you. But if you want the truth, the ugly, unpolished, dangerous truth, then keep listening. Because I'm about to reveal the top 5 most dangerous martial arts for street fights. The ones designed not for sport, not for trophies, but for breaking bones, crushing throats, and ending fights in seconds. These martial arts are so lethal that in many countries they're either banned in competitions or heavily restricted. They weren't built for the ring, they were built for survival, for soldiers, for assassins, for warriors who didn't have the luxury of playing fair. And once you understand them, you'll realize just how weak, how fragile, and how unprepared most people truly are when violence strikes. By the end of this video, you won't just know about these arts. You'll see why they terrify fighters, why they're whispered about in combat circles, and why mastering even a fraction of them makes you nearly untouchable in a real fight. So sit tight, open your mind, forget everything you thought you knew about self-defense, because what you're about to hear isn't training, it's survival. 1. Krav Maga, the art of no mercy. Krav Maga isn't just a martial art. It's a survival system born on the bloody streets of Israel. And here's what makes it terrifying. It has no rules. It was designed for soldiers, for people who couldn't afford to lose. That's why it teaches you the dirtiest, ugliest tactics imaginable. Eye gouges, groin strikes, throat crushes, and even weapon disarms. Ask yourself this. If someone tried to stab you right now, would your fancy boxing jab save you? But a Krav Maga fighter doesn't think about boxing technique. They think about how to make the attacker never stand up again. If that means smashing a knee with a stomp or clawing someone's eyes out, so be it. What makes Krav Maga brain-shattering is how simple it is. While most martial arts drown you in thousands of techniques, Krav Maga cuts straight to the core. Everything is built around instinct, natural movements your body already knows, but sharpened, weaponized, and drilled until you become a machine of destruction. Here's the dark truth. Krav Maga isn't about fighting. It's about ending the fight. And once you realize that, you'll never look at self-defense the same way again. 2. Muay Thai, the science of 8 limbs. If Krav Maga is raw survival, Muay Thai is controlled brutality. This art from Thailand earned its name because it turns the human body into a weapon of war. Not just fists, not just kicks, but elbows, knees, shins, and fists combined into one devastating system. Picture this. Someone rushes at you in a street fight. If you're a boxer, you might throw a punch, but a Muay Thai fighter? They'll drive a knee straight into your ribs or slice your face open with an elbow that feels like a razor blade. And here's the kicker. Muay Thai isn't flashy. It's efficient. Every strike is designed to break you down, to shatter bones, to knock you unconscious before you even know what hit you. And let's not forget the clinching. In the street, when someone grabs you, panic usually sets in. But a Muay Thai fighter thrives in that moment. They'll wrap their arms around your neck, lock you down, and unload knees into your stomach until your body folds like paper. That's why Muay Thai isn't just a sport. It's a street nightmare. Once you've felt the sharp edge of an elbow or the crushing force of a shin, you realize why Muay Thai is called the science of 8 limbs. It's not a fight, it's a demolition. 3. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the silent killer. Most people think fights are about punches and kicks. That's because they've been tricked by Hollywood. But in reality, most street fights end up on the ground. And once you're down there, your fancy punches mean nothing. That's where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, becomes terrifying. This art was built on the idea that even a smaller, weaker person can destroy someone bigger and stronger by using leverage and technique. Imagine being pinned down, unable to move, and suddenly feeling your air vanish as someone's arm wraps around your throat. You claw, you struggle, but nothing works. That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The power of BJJ isn't in flashy knockouts. It's in the slow, suffocating grip of chokes and joint locks. Your shoulder, your elbow, your neck, they're all weak points. And a skilled BJJ fighter knows how to break them one by one without mercy. What's even scarier is that BJJ makes you feel helpless. There's no escape, no chance to fight back. It's like drowning on dry land. And in a street fight, that helplessness is the exact weapon that makes it so dangerous. 4. Sambo, the Russian weapon. Cold, brutal, efficient. That's Sambo, the martial art created by the Soviet Union for soldiers and special forces. It mixes wrestling, judo, and raw combat tactics into one terrifying package. Here's why Sambo is a nightmare. It doesn't just throw you down, it destroys you on impact. Sambo fighters specialize in slams that can break your back, knock the wind out of you, or leave you unconscious before you even hit the ground. Imagine being lifted and then slammed onto concrete. Your body doesn't bounce back, it breaks. But Sambo doesn't stop there. Once you're on the ground, it locks your joints, rips your tendons, and crushes your limbs until you can't move. Unlike sports grappling, Sambo is direct. It doesn't play around. Every move is meant to finish you instantly. And let's be real, there's something chilling about Russian martial arts. They weren't designed for sport, they were designed for survival in war zones. That's why Sambo has no fluff, no wasted motion, just pain, destruction, and domination. 5. Silat, the forgotten assassin's art. Finally, we come to one of the most mysterious and feared arts in the world, Silat. Born in Southeast Asia, Silat isn't just fighting. It's a philosophy of destruction. And unlike flashy martial arts, Silat looks almost alien. The movements are strange, the angles are unpredictable, and the attacks are absolutely lethal. Here's what makes Silat terrifying. It's built around weapons and ambushes. While most arts focus on empty hands, Silat assumes your attacker might have a knife, a stick, or even multiple weapons. Its answer? Strike first. Strike fast. Strike without hesitation. Silat practitioners don't waste time trading blows. They go straight for the weak points: eyes, neck, groin, joints. The goal isn't to win the fight. The goal is to make sure the opponent can never continue. And when you watch Silat in action, it's almost disturbing. The movements look dance-like, hypnotic, but behind that rhythm lies pure violence. Silat is the art of ambush, of survival, of using deception and angles to overwhelm someone before they even realize they're in danger. That's why it's not just dangerous, it's terrifying. Because when someone trained in Silat moves, you won't even see the attack coming. So, after hearing all this, let me ask you, do you still believe street fights are about honor, about fairness, about trading punches like a movie scene? Or do you finally see the ugly truth that when it comes to survival, the dirtiest, most brutal martial arts are the only ones that matter? Because out there on the streets, nobody cares if you trained for 10 years in a shiny dojo. Nobody cares if your kick looks perfect. All that matters is this: can you walk away, or will you be carried away? Now I want to throw this back at you. Out of these 5 martial arts, Krav Maga, Muay Thai, BJJ, Sambo, or Silat, which one do you think is the most terrifying in a real street fight? And more importantly, would you actually want to learn it, or would it scare you to even try? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading every single one. And trust me, I want to see if people are honest, or if they're still living in the fantasy world of movie fights. And remember, the fight you win is the one you never have to fight. But if it comes, you'd better have something far scarier than a pretty punch to back you up.